Have you ever been sitting down to eat, and suddenly you feel it? Your dog staring at you. Not just a quick glance, but a deep, intense, almost emotional stare that follows every bite you take. It can feel funny, a little awkward, and sometimes even a bit suspicious, like they're silently judging your food choices. But here's the truth most dog owners completely miss. Your dog isn't just staring because they're hungry. That look? It's communication. It's layered, emotional, and in some cases, even strategic. Welcome, Canine Insight. And before we go deeper, don't forget to subscribe, because by the end of this video, you'll never look at your dog the same way again during mealtime. Today, we're uncovering 7 powerful and hidden reasons why your dog stares at you while you eat, and what they're really trying to ask from you. Number 1. They're asking for food. At first glance, it seems obvious. Your dog wants your food. But this behavior goes far beyond simple hunger. Dogs don't just randomly beg. They learn patterns through experience, and once a pattern is established, it becomes deeply ingrained in their behavior. Think about every time you've ever dropped a piece of food, intentionally shared a bite, or even laughed and rewarded their stare with attention. In your dog's mind, these small moments build a powerful association. When my human eats, I might get something too. Over time, this turns into an expectation rather than a hope. What's fascinating is how polite this behavior actually is. Instead of barking, jumping, or whining, many dogs choose to sit quietly and stare. This is not desperation, it's strategy. Your dog has learned that calm, patient observation often works better than chaotic behavior. So when your dog locks eyes with you during your meal, they're not just saying "I'm hungry," they're saying, "I remember what happened before, and I'm waiting for it to happen again." Number 2. They're reading your behavior like a book. Dogs are incredibly skilled observers of human behavior, far more than most people realize. When your dog stares at you while you eat, they're not just focused on the food, they're studying you in detail. They're watching how you move your hands, how fast you eat, where your attention goes, and even the smallest shifts in your facial expressions. To your dog, every movement is information. A slight tilt of your plate, a distracted moment, or even eye contact can signal opportunity. But it goes deeper than food anticipation. Dogs also read emotional cues. If you're relaxed, they feel safe. If you're tense or distracted, they notice that too. This is part of how dogs bond with humans, by constantly observing and adapting to our behavior. In a way, your dog staring at you while you eat is like them silently asking, "What are you doing? What does this mean for me? Is this a moment where I get involved?" Number 3. They recognize you as the provider and leader. In a dog's instinctual mindset, food is deeply tied to hierarchy and survival. Even though your dog lives in a comfortable home, those instincts are still present beneath the surface. In natural pack behavior, the leader eats first. Other members wait, observe, and only eat when it's their turn. When your dog watches you eat, they're subconsciously following this ancient structure. They're not interrupting you aggressively because, in their mind, you are the provider, the one who controls access to food. This is actually a sign of trust and acceptance of your role. At the same time, they're waiting for a signal. That signal might be you finishing your meal, offering food, or even acknowledging them. Until then, they remain alert and focused. So that quiet stare isn't just about wanting food. It's about understanding their place in your shared environment and respecting the flow of resources. Number 4. They want to be included in a social moment. For dogs, eating is not just about nutrition, it's also a social activity. In the wild, animals eat together, and that shared experience strengthens bonds within the group. When your dog watches you eat, they may feel left out. From their perspective, something important is happening, and they're not part of it. That stare can carry a subtle emotional message: why am I not included? It's less about hunger and more about connection. Your dog wants to participate, even if it's just being acknowledged or sitting closer to you. This is especially true for dogs that are very attached to their owners. They don't like being excluded from routines, and mealtime is a significant part of your daily life. So sometimes, your dog isn't asking for food at all, they're simply asking to share the moment with you. Number 5. You've accidentally trained this behavior. One of the most overlooked reasons behind this behavior is unintentional training. Dogs learn through repetition and reward, and the smallest actions can shape long-term habits. If your dog has ever stared at you and then received food, even once, that moment becomes powerful. In your dog's mind, the sequence is clear: stare, wait, reward. And here's the key: intermittent rewards make behaviors even stronger. If you only give food sometimes, your dog becomes even more persistent because they don't know when the reward will come. This is the same principle that makes habits hard to break. Your dog keeps trying because it might work again. So that intense, unwavering stare isn't random. It's a learned behavior, reinforced over time by your own actions, even if you didn't realize it. Number 6. They're testing your boundaries. Dogs are constantly learning about rules, and occasionally, they test them. When your dog stares at you while you eat, part of that behavior may be a subtle test. They're observing your reaction. Will you ignore them? Will you give in? Will you correct them? This is especially common in younger dogs or dogs that haven't had consistent training. They're trying to figure out what's allowed and what isn't. What makes this interesting is how patient and calculated this behavior can be. Instead of pushing boundaries aggressively, your dog might use a quiet stare as a low-risk way to test the situation. It's like they're thinking, "Let me try this. Maybe it will work today." Your response in these moments actually shapes their future behavior. Consistency is what determines whether the staring continues or fades over time. Number 7. It's a sign of deep trust and emotional bonding. This is the most meaningful reason, and the one most people completely overlook. In the animal world, direct eye contact can often be seen as a challenge or threat. But dogs have evolved differently with humans. When your dog looks at you calmly and consistently, it often signals trust, comfort, and emotional connection. Your dog feels safe enough to sit near you, watch you, and simply exist in your presence without fear or anxiety. They're not always expecting something. Sometimes, they just enjoy being close to you. Studies have even shown that when dogs and humans make eye contact, it can release bonding hormones, strengthening the relationship. So that quiet stare during your meal? It might be your dog's way of saying, "I trust you. I feel safe with you. I like being here." So the next time your dog stares at you while you eat, don't just brush it off as begging. There's a deeper story behind those eyes, one built on habit, instinct, learning, and emotional connection. Your dog could be asking for food, reading your behavior, testing your limits, or simply trying to feel closer to you in that moment. The real difference comes down to one thing: understanding what your dog is trying to communicate. And now that you know the truth, you'll never see that stare the same way again. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this, because understanding your dog isn't just helpful, it transforms your entire relationship. And tell me in the comments, what does your dog do when you eat? Do they stare, sit quietly, or try to sneak a bite?